Good evening, this is Chantel Forster, and I've had this question that pops up many times when I'm with people. Many are asking, what is my destiny? What was I made for? What is my calling? And they're asking the Lord this question, and they're asking Him this question a lot. Lord, tell me, what am I supposed to be doing? What is my calling? What have you called me to? And I tell you this evening, Jesus is your destiny. We were made for Him. We were made to worship Him, to adore Him, to love Him, to exalt Him, to lift Him up, to bring Him glory, to make Him famous. But most of all, just to love Him. He loves to be loved by us. That's Jesus' favorite thing, is when we love Him. He loves to be loved by us. You see, Jesus is our destiny and He's our destination. With our eyes fixed on Him, He's our goal. He's the one we live for. He's the reason we live. He's our reward and He's our prize. Jesus. He loves to be loved by us. That's what He died for. He went to the cross and endured all that pain and suffering so that we could come close, so that He could become our brother, our friend, our lover, our Father. You see, all the relationships we ever need are actually fulfilled in Jesus. He becomes our brother, our friend, our lover, our Father. And we can now be called sons and daughters, so that He can come dwell in us and fill us with such love and power that each of us have our own personal, intimate relationship with Him. And we become heavenly beings here on the earth. You know, many times I think, how it would have been to have lived in that day when Jesus walked upon the earth. And He had, so many crowds following Him. He had his 12, and then He had, a wider group of disciples, because when He sent out the 72, they were all followers of Him. They weren't His close group. They weren't His 12. But, He sent out the 72. They were still followers. Plus He had the 5,000 and more. And all of them were wishing like, I wish I could be in His close group. I wish I could be His favorite. Even the disciples were vying for, who's going to be next to Jesus when we get into heaven, who's going to be seated with Him, They all wanted to be His favorite. They all wanted to be close to Jesus. They all wanted to be His best mates. And now, the amazing thing about this new covenant, I just think it is glorious, is that we all get to be His best mate now. We all get to be His best friend. And it becomes even more intimate than it was. Way more intimate. Way more intimate than it was. Than if you were like Peter, who was close to Jesus, or if you were John, who was like, the one who Jesus laid his head upon, John laid his head upon Jesus' chest. He was the disciple Jesus loved. But it's way better than that. It's way better than that. We get to have him on the inside of us. We get to be so close to him. When we come into the secret place, we get to have him kiss us and whisper his love words into our hearts and pour out his love into our hearts. Each one of us get to be his lover. I mean, that is the mystery, that Paul was talking about, that for so long was waiting to be revealed. This mystery of Christ in us, the hope of glory. This mystery. Isn't it glorious? Each of us get to have him as our own lover, our own best friend, our brother. He becomes our bro. Wow, this is amazing. This is amazing. And he comes and dwells in us, and we become heavenly beings here on the earth. It's like we're no longer even human. We lose all that Adam nature, and we become heavenly beings, heavenly sons and daughters, heavenly men and women. We're no longer of the earth. We're no longer citizens of the earth. We no longer inherit Adam's nature. No, that dies. And suddenly we become these spirit beings here on the earth, full of his love, full of his power, full of his joy, full of him. He gets to live in and through us. Suddenly we're full of Jesus. Everything that he is, all his beauty, all his majesty, all his joy, all his peace suddenly is in us. Wow. I mean, this is the mystery that Paul was talking about. The mystery of Christ in us, the hope of glory. And all we have to do is just enjoy him. Just enjoy him. Enjoy his presence living in us. Enjoy abiding in him, abiding with him. Enjoy having him dwell in us and we are dwelling in him. Just enjoy him. And from there flows everything else. It's so simple. It's so easy. We don't have to accomplish or do or be anything. Then just be his son, be his daughter. Walk with him, love him, and enjoy him. And as we do this, we bring him glory in all we do. Others will see this and they'll be like, wow, who's that heavenly person? Who's that heavenly being? And we'll be like, it's not us. It's Jesus. It's Jesus. I've died. Like, you don't even want to know who I used to be because that person is dead. I no longer live. This is Jesus. Everything that you see, everything that you hear, everything that you feel about me is Jesus. Everything that you smell, that fragrance is Jesus. It's Jesus. So as we live our lives, people are seeing Jesus. He's being glorified in us. See, his life becomes intertwined with ours, and we become one with him. one with him. This is so amazing. We don't have to be vying for his attention, competing with 5,000 others, desperately trying to reach out and touch the hem of his garment. No, he's in us. He becomes one with us, and we are changed. We become like him. Because it is him. We just have to yield to him already in us. We just have to say, Lord Jesus, I'm getting smaller and you're getting bigger. I'm decreasing, you're increasing, because I'm just loving having you filling me. I'm loving having you filling me with all that you are, all of your love, all of your joy, all of your abundance. This is the abundant life he said he came to bring us. It was himself. He's the abundance. And when we let him live in and through us, we're just so full. We're just yielding and we're letting him. And as he dwells in us through his Spirit, we're constantly beholding him. We're gazing at him. We're loving him. We're worshipping him. See how easy it is? Just loving him, worshipping him. All our days, he is our only desire. Nothing else. Nothing else takes center stage. He becomes our obsession. His beautiful face we are fixated on. All the longings of our heart are in him. Nothing else compares. Nothing else matters. Everything else fades away. Everything else is insignificant in comparison with Jesus, his beauty, his majesty. And to behold him becomes our passion. Our aim is not for ministry or for title or to be doing many things for the kingdom. No, our aim is to know him. To know him in the deep places. To know his eyes burning like flames of fire. To know his love, his gentle caresses, his kind voice, and his beautiful face. To know him. And as I gaze at him, and I whisper sweet songs from my heart to his, I feel fountains bursting up in my belly. Streams of living water are gushing forth. Life and abundance is springing up. Fullness of joy is erupting from these deep places in my spirit. And I know it's not me, it's him. You see, he makes me come alive. There's no room for anything of myself, because it's just his fullness that's giving my life purpose and reason to live. All I ever need is in him and from him. He is my source and my sustainer. He's my life giver, my joy bringer. He's so worthy of my love. He's so worthy of our worship. He must get all the glory. He must get all the glory. For surely he took up our pain and he bore our suffering. He was pierced for our transgressions. He was crushed for our iniquities. The punishment that brought us peace was on him, and by his wounds we are healed. We all like sheep have gone astray. Each one of us have turned to our own way. But the Lord laid on him the sin of us all. He was oppressed. He was afflicted. Yet he never opened his mouth. He was led like a lamb to the slaughter. And as a sheep before its shearers is silent, he didn't open his mouth. By oppression and judgment he was taken away. He was cut off from the land of the living. For the sin of my people he was punished. He was assigned a grave with the wicked. Though he'd done no violence, and there was no deceit in his mouth, yet it was the Father's will to crush him and cause him to suffer. And though the Lord makes his life an offering for our sin, he will see his offspring and prolong his days. That's why he gets the glory. That's why he gets the glory. Because he poured out his life unto death. He was numbered with the sinners. He bore the sin of many. That's why he gets all the glory.